the financial asset at amortized cost, or yung tinatawag nating investment in bonds. So, natapos na tayo sa investment in equity securities. Ngayon naman ang pag-uusapan natin is the investment in debt securities. Okay, so remember class, no, na-discuss natin yung classification of investment. Okay, so review lang natin, no. If the debt securities are held for trading, therefore, we will classify the asset as financial asset at fair value through profit or loss. Okay, if the debt securities naman is held for collection of contractual cash flows and for sale of the financial asset, therefore the financial asset is at fair value through OCI. So, ang pag-uusapan naman natin dito class is itong number 4. So, if the asset is held for collection of contractual cash flows, therefore, the financial asset is at amortized cost. So, yung initial measurement natin sa kanya class is the fair value plus the transaction cost. Okay. Yung fair value dito class, remember, it is equal to the acquisition cost or the acquisition price. Okay. And then yung subsequent measurement nga niya is at amortized cost less the impairment allowance. So, para makuha natin yung amortized cost class, gagamit tayo ng amortization table. Okay. And for presentation naman, yung interest income computed using the effective interest method is recognized in profit or loss. And the impairment gain or loss are recognized in profit or loss also. Okay. Wait lang. Okay, so dun tayo sa class, sa financial asset at amortized cost. So, provides that the financial assets shall be measured at amortized cost if both of the following conditions are met. So, una class, the business model is to hold the financial asset in order to collect contractual cash flows on specified dates, and the contractual cash flows are solely payments of principal and interest on the principal amount outstanding. So, pag nakita nyo to sa problem class, ika-classify nyo na yung asset nyo as financial asset at amortized cost. No? So, ang purpose daw natin is to receive the principal tsaka interest payment. And sa interest payment class, meron tayong dalawang rate. We have the nominal tsaka effective rate. Yung nominal rate, so familiar na kayo dito, ito yung tinatawag din natin na coupon or stated rate. No? So, ito yung rate na nakalagay sa bond certificate. At ito po yung babayaran ni debtor sa kanyang creditor. So, ito din po yung ginagamit natin to compute for the interest received. Yung effective rate naman is yield or the market rate. So, ito yung ginagamit natin to compute for the interest income. Okay. So, if the effective interest rate is greater than the nominal interest rate, therefore, pinurchase natin yung bonds at a discount. Also, if the face amount will be greater than the issue price. No? So, kung ang face amount natin is 1 million, therefore, ang issue price natin would be less than the face amount. So, example natin, 946,000. So, if the effective interest rate naman is less than the nominal interest rate, therefore, binili natin yung asset at a premium. Ibig sabihin nun, class, mas malaki yung binayaran natin. No? Mas malaki yung issue price kesa dun sa face amount. No? Mas malaki yung binigay natin kay borrower kesa dun sa face amount na marireceive natin at the end of the term. Okay, so PFRS 9 requires that the discount on bonds payable and premium on bonds payable and bond issue cost shall be amortized using the effective interest method. So, i-discuss na din natin dito yung effective interest method. Okay, so isa pang tinatanong class sa investment in bonds is the market price of bonds. Okay, so to compute for the market price of bonds, no, yan daw ay equal to the present value of the principal amount plus the present value of the future interest payment. So using the effective interest rate. So, diretso na tayo dito sa problem solving. Okay, so on January 1, 2021, Mass Company purchased 10-year bonds for 4,385,500 with a face amount of 5 million. Ano to class? Binili natin at a discount or at a premium?
Discount po.
Okay, at a discount kasi mas mababa yung issue price kesa dun sa face amount. So, and the stated interest rate of 8% payable annually at every year end. So, ito class, ito yung nominal interest rate. So, the bonds were priced to yield 10%. So, ito yung effective interest rate. So, how much is the carrying amount of the bonds of the bond investment at initial recognition? Your answer? How much is the carrying amount of the bond investment at initial recognition?
4,385,500 po, ma'am.
Okay, correct. Now, so the answer is 4,385,500. So remember class yung sa classification natin, yung una kong pinresent, paano daw natin i-recognize yung bond investment at initial recognition. So, ibig sabihin, nung pagkabili natin, magkano natin siya i-record at fair value daw plus the transaction cost. Yung fair value at initial recognition is equal to the acquisition cost. So, which is 4,385,500. So, another illustration. So, on January 1, 2021, Mass Company purchased 10-year bonds for 5,675,000 with a face amount of 5 million and the stated interest rate of 10% payable annually at every year end. The bonds were priced to yield 8%. So, how much is the carrying amount of the bond investment at initial recognition? The answer is? The answer is?
5,675,000.
Okay, 5,675,000. So, at a premium class kasi mas mataas si issue price, no? Mas malaki yung binayad natin kesa dun sa marireceive natin at the end of the term. So, bakit pumapayag si creditor or si bondholder? Ba't pumapayag si bondholder na mas malaki yung ibigay niya kesa dun sa marireceive niya at the end of the term? Okay, saan siya babawi plus? Babawi po siya sa interest. So, ang yield interest is only 8%. Okay, ito yung interest income. Pero ang sinisingil po niya kay borrower is 10%. No? So, nakita nyo class, dito siya bumabawi sa interest. Kaya class, kapag we purchase the bond at a premium, mas mataas po si nominal interest rate kesa sa effective interest rate. Okay, so another illustration. So in October 1, 2021, Nile Company purchased a debt security having a face value of 3 million with an interest rate of 10% for 3,200,000. So including the accrued interest. Okay, take note class ha, kasama daw dito yung accrued interest. So a total of 50,000 was incurred and paid by Nile Company, which is in relation for the acquisition of the debt instrument. So Nile Company has a business model that collects all contractual cash flows of interest and principal payments. Ibig sabihin class, ititreat natin ito as financial asset at amortized cost. The bonds dated on January 1, 2021, mature on January 1, 2026. and pay interest semi-annually on January 1 and July 1. So on December 31, 2021, the bonds had a market value of 3.4 million. What amount should Nile report for investment in debt securities? Okay, so initial recognition daw class per value plus the transaction cost. Okay, the fair value is equal to the acquisition cost. Okay, so yung acquisition cost natin class is 3,200,000 including accrued interest. Hindi po natin isasama si accrued interest, therefore kailangan natin siyang tanggalin. Less accrued interest. Magkano si accrued interest? Binili natin ito noong October 1, 2021. Dated po yung bonds ng January 1, 2021. At ang payment daw po ng interest is January 1 tsaka July 1. Magkano si accrued interest?
150,000 po, ma'am.
Hindi 150,000. Dated yung bonds January 1, 2021. Ang payment daw ng interest is January 1 and July 1. And then we purchased the bonds on October 1, 2021.
$75,000 po, ma'am.
Okay, the answer is 75,000. So to get the accrued interest, kunin nyo muna yung face amount, which is 3 million. Check nyo kasi kung magkano accrued interest. So 3 million times the 10%. Ilan lang ba yung nag-accrue? So, binili natin ng October 1, 2021 plus. Titignan nyo kung merong accrued interest. So, ang payment kasi ng interest is from January. Ang payment ng interest is 2 periods, semi-annually, January 1 tsaka July 1. So, i-assume natin class that January 1, starting January 1 hanggang July 1, nagbayad po ng interest si debtor. So, ang accrued interest or yung utang is from July, August, September. So, July, August, September. Nung binili natin yung debt security, merong accrued interest ng October 1, starting ng July, August, September. So, 3/12. This is 75,000. Ibabawas natin to. Kasi hindi ito kasama sa acquisition, sa initial recognition. Then, add daw natin the transaction cost. Total of 50,000. So, magkano ang initial recognition natin? Of debt investment, of bond investment. Magkano to?
3,175,000.
3,175,000. So, titignan nyo class kung binili niya between interest dates kasi merong accrued interest. Kahit wala po yung word na including interest. Pag nakita nyo na binili siya na between interest dates, tanggalin nyo po yung accrued interest. So, yung unang discussion natin is wala naman. So, binili naman siya ng January 1, 2021. Tapos, payment natin ng interest daw ay annually at every year end. So, December 31. So, wala pong accrued interest dito. Pati po dito, wala ding accrued interest. Okay, so next illustration. On May 2021, Graham Company purchased a short-term 2 million face value, 9% debt instruments for 1,860,000. including the accrued interest, and classified it as an investment to profit or loss security. Okay. A total of 70,000 was incurred and paid by Graham Company in relation to the acquisition. So the debt instruments will mature on January 1, 2024 and pay interest semi-annually on January 1 and July 1. So on December 31, the firm market value of the instrument is 98%. On March 2, 2022, Graham Company sold the trading security for 1,980,000. So at what amount should the investment be initially recorded? Okay, so anong classification ng debt instruments natin, class? Debt securities, financial assets at fair value through profit or loss. So, ang initial recognition natin dun, class, is the fair value and ignore the transaction price. Okay. And the fair value is equal to the acquisition cost. So, the fair value is equal to acquisition cost of 1,860,000. Okay. Meron na naman daw accrued interest, therefore tatanggalin natin yan. Accrued interest. Magkano accrued interest natin?
$60,000 po.
Okay, 60,000. So we have less accrued interest of 60,000. So that is the face value, 2 million times the 9%. Okay, binili natin ito ng May 2021. Okay, kailan? Okay, semi-annually po ang payment natin. So from January, February, March, April. So 4 months po na nag-accrue yung interest. Okay? From January, February, March, April. So 4 months. Nakuha ba, class? Pag-compute na accrued interest? Nakuha ba? Initial recognition. Nakuha ba, class? Hindi. So 1,800,000. I-check nyo kasi, class, kung kailan yung payment ng interest. So, ang payment daw is from January 1. Ang payment daw ay January 1 tsaka July 1. So, binili nyo ito ng May 2021. So, do you think bayad na yung interest ng January, February, March, April? Bayad na po ba yon?
Hindi.
Hindi pa. Kasi ang payment nga daw ay January tsaka July. Okay, so dito tayo sa subsequent measurement. Okay, so gagamit na po tayo dito ng effective interest method. So on January 1, 2021, Marcos Company made 3,697,120 investments in the corporation's 8% 5-year bonds with a face value of 4 million and pay interest annually on December 31. The effective rate for a similar financial asset is 10%. So Marcos Company has a business model of collecting all the contractual cash flows involving the interest and principal on all debt securities. So financial asset at amortized po ito. So what amount should the debt security be valued on December 31, 2022? Statement of financial position. Okay, so kayo nga, class, gumawa ng nitong table natin, amortization table. Okay, start daw ng transaction class is January 1, 2021. Magkano ang carrying amount natin? Magkano yung carrying amount ng January 1, 2021?
3,697,120.
3,697,120. So, ang payment daw ng interest class is annually on December 31. So, next transaction natin is 12/31/2021. Magkano interest received? Magkano ang interest received?
320,000 po.
Okay, 320,000. Isa lang yung estudyante ko. So, paano nakuha ang interest received?
4 million times 8% po na nominal rate.
Okay, 4 million times the nominal rate of 8%. Magkano interest income?
$369,700 po.
Okay, 369,712. Nakuha ba, class? Nakuha ba? Nakuha ba? Sige, gagawin ko na lang na modular itong financial assets at amortized cost. Total, wala din naman akong kausap. Pati yung PPE, depreciation, tsaka depletion. So, see you class on final examination. So, announce ko na lang sa GC kung kailan yung final examination. Okay, so, pa-on na please ng camera.